Alrighty, hello everybody. We are back with some more Disco Elysium. Um, where is my camera? There it is. Hello everybody. Yes, apologies to everybody for the lack of stream last night. We ended up losing power a little bit before stream, well, like a couple hours. It did come back on in time for a stream, but I hadn't eaten like dinner or anything, and didn't know if it was going to stay on, which it ended up staying on. Apologies for that. I kind of didn't want to risk it, but here I am risking it anyways. The power went off earlier this evening again, and we're supposed to get another storm, I guess, while I'm streaming. So if I suddenly disappear, that is why. But I guess until then, we're gonna continue on with Disco right here. So let's just load right back into the game. Oh, and actually, let me fix this on my monitor. There we go. Okay, our new tasks for Tuesday. Find, speed, and sniff it. Because, of course. Find our heraldic bird. Send victim's body to processing. Yeah. We'll see about that. Wash off the death smell and prove our authority to Titus Hardy, which we attempted to do last stream, and that did not go well at all. It got really dark and disturbing, and Kim fortunately was able to spin it as one of our hilarious dark jokes, but it was not hilarious. Yeah, and we got a whole bunch of quests left over from Monday. However, we've already talked to the Hardys. However, we do have some things we can look at over here. It's a bowl. There's spit in it, reeking of tobacco. Looks like there might be some money up here. Yep, 50 cents. Photos of men in overalls toting guns and Union placards. Now, let's take a look over here. You see hawthorn bushes outside.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
All right, let's squint first.
There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it in spring. It's still too cold outside.
All right, we have a heroic perception check to look out the window. 3% chance. Minus 12 because it's not time yet. +1 for mysterious door seen. Not time yet. All right, well, we'll revert our gaze perhaps tomorrow. Perhaps tomorrow will be time. All right, let us head outdoors. We probably should look at this. Yeah, there's this racist coffee mug. We haven't interacted with it yet. However, we are going to a place that could be connected with it.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much.
All right. Oh God. All right. There's quite a lot to read into here, actually. Let's look at all that content.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh boy.
What are you going to say about a broken, tossed away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
Oh boy. All right. Let's see. This mug is an example of prejudice. I'm going to use it as an example of what not to do.
But it was in the trash. Why not just call it out when you see it? Or do some volunteering work? Just finish your case, detective.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. All right, let's... Oh, yeah, we can do this thing, maybe. But let's, Yeah, was the door situation back here? Oh, we got a thought. The sound of melting snow dripping off the roof. It's strange. Oh no, this is Kuno's little hideout. Oh, you know what? Yeah, it's on the other side of that, actually. Okay, let's take a look at this then while we're here.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
Oh, yeah, visual calculus. Oh, well, we got a 58% chance here. Do we have any... No skill points. Okay, visual calculus medium roll. 58%, +1 counted the Hardy Boys, +1 Hardys said they hanged the victim, and +1 Viscal said go do it. All right, let's do it.
What do you think you are? A super detective?
Oh.
You're hungover.
Oh,
These are just dents in the mud. No pattern emerges for the time being.
and we took a hit of morale damage there. Good thing we purchased a whole bunch of magnesium. Okay, I guess we'll come back later. If we can maybe put something into visual calculus, or do we have any clothing with visual calculus here? I probably should have checked that first. Ah, we do have neat office shades. Okay, and our current glasses are +1 electro. Yeah, maybe we should just put those on and see if we can give it another try here.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12
Oh, well,
pairs
it's still
have walked
locked.
here.
Alrighty, I probably should have done that prior, and I'm not gonna bother reloading. We can check this fence though, maybe.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
No, it's still locked. Our poor visual calculus skill, not doing very well at all. Where is our... Okay, and... All right. The ad reads broken window. Tibbs has windows. All right. That is good to know. All right, we're gonna head back around here to the sort of back area of the apartments. There's Kuno S down there. But let's open up this door for Everart. We'll get that done. What's in here though? All right, orange bum hat, +1 reaction speed, -1 rhetoric. And Nosafed, +1 health. Okay. Just a closed door, but you look at it suspiciously.
This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head. The royal lion, Guillaume's kitten. This knocker will last a lifetime and then some.
That's probably the door Everard mentioned. We still need to get the key from this Mariana first, though.
Yes, we do. Oh, I completely forgot about that. All right. Yeah, it is the next day. We were supposed to get that key from Manana because we did the union stuff pretty late on that Monday. Okay, let's head back over to the union area and have a quick chat with Manana, and then we'll head on back then and open up that door. Now, we don't have to go inside, Everart said. However, because video game, we are going to rummage through this gentleman's stuff.
So, how'd you like our harbor?
Let's see. Yeah, it was nice enough.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains.
He notes solemnly, then turns to you, a wide smile adorning his face.
Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk.
All right, any idea who killed the hanged man?
The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing?
He shakes his head solemnly. The harbor is a prime area of suspicion. In your opinion, are the dock workers involved in the killing?
What a thought. Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course.
Pushed? How?
Your dead guy was an enemy combatant.
Hold up, what does that mean?
He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts.
Did you kill him?
I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
He means a more violent faction could easily take care of such a thing.
I see, Half-Light, I see.
Understood. This has been of limited use. Still, thank you.
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search. Sure, I'm glad it's not my search.
He takes a sip from his flask. Hey, Everart said you have a key to a door.
A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open?
He said it belonged to a weasel.
Oh, say no more. I got you.
He taps the side of his nose with a little wink. Wink.
I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say.
Let's see. All right, I'm not opening this door for myself. I'm opening it for all working men.
I knew this man was a commie. And it's a good thing you're doing too. Thanks. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the whirling in rags. That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business.
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter.
His gaze wanders off into the distance.
None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess.
Let's see. Anything else I should know about this task, this weasel person, when he'll be home?
I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for.
Let's see. The man takes a big sip from his flask. He's been doing that quite a bit.
Ask him about the Hardy Boys.
Oh, actually, do you know anything about the Hardy Boys?
Los Ardis? They're an independent militant group. A bit too high-strung, but it comes with the responsibility. They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that. Except it's Everard's law. But really, they're just like you.
All right, good talking to you. Gotta run. Okay, all right, we got the key, so we can unlock the weasel's door. So let us go ahead and do that. All the way back around, near the, I guess, back of the apartment building. What is that? Oh, I can't even see it. All right. Cape Side Apartments or something? That sounds vaguely maybe correct. Okay, here we are.
This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head. The royal lion, Guillaume's kitten. This knocker will last a lifetime and then some.
All right, let's press our ear against the door.
The leather upholstery is worn and rough against your jaw. You don't hear any movement. In fact, it's oddly silent in the yard around you. No birds chirp.
Carefully knock just in case.
You knock silently. The upholstery muffles the sound. No response comes from the apartment.
I guess no one is in.
The lieutenant looks uncomfortable.
You're pretty sure the owner of the apartment isn't here. It's safe-ish.
Safe-ish. All right, let's use Manana's key to unlock the door.
You try to be as silent as you can. It takes a bit of rattling of the handle to loosen the bolt. Finally, the door unlocks with a small clack. Thoughts race through your head. The sound of the key turning still echoes in the yard. Hopefully no one heard. Well, buddy, you opened it. No need to go inside. It would be rude.
Well, suggestion. Do you not realize this is a video game? I'm calling that a bad suggestion. We must peruse people's apartments and their items.
Good job. Let's go now. I'm sure there's nothing interesting in there.
Really, physical instrument? You too?
There's nothing else to do than to leave and tell Everard. No conceivable reason for you to intrude on the premises.
Interfacing. They're all... We're intruding. I don't care. I don't care. Oh, we got a thought? The smell of disinfectant in the room smells like chemicals. All right, what do we have up here?
A row of mugs sits on the shelf. Each one depicts a human figure. A dark-skinned woman grinning amidst mysterious symbols. A broad-shouldered man shoveling potatoes, and others.
All right, let's tap on the mugs.
A little ring. Though cheerful, the images on the ceramic make you vaguely uncomfortable. The lieutenant picks up one of the mugs, then puts it back down with a look of disdain.
I'm beginning to feel better about breaking into this man's apartment.
Same, same. Let's whip out the mug we found in the trash and compare.
Yes, your broken mug friend would feel very much at home here. The same humor, the same mocking lines.
There's the missing tin soldier. Whoever lives here might have used the Whirling's container to dump his trash. And now they've drawn the ire of the Union. The plot thickens, as they say.
It's true.
Perhaps you should break into apartments more often.
I like your way of thinking, Inland Empire. Let's see. Do you really think it's the same person who put the dead man's clothes in the trash?
Who knows? I'm not expecting too much from these clothes in the trash lead either way. It might turn out to be some random local matter, but still, a nice coincidence.
All right, let's move on. All right, what do we have hanging up here? Whoever lives here admires fair-haired fantasy heroes with big muscles. All right, we found a oh god, I can't speak. Interzolary dress shirt, +1 for logic. We'll just go ahead and swipe that. Looks like a flag up here. You can almost feel the warmth of the red sun on the flag. We have a thought.
This is the flag of Revachol, the suzerainty.
Hey, Encyclopedia, what's up with the sun? What's that? What's the deal there?
This isn't just one sun,
Oh.
but there are little suns dancing around the big sun. This is the sevenfold sun miracle.
What is the sevenfold sun miracle?
It's an optical atmospheric anomaly the first settlers saw. Happens in cold weather. 6 small suns around the big one. This complex halo phenomena is how old Revachol got its flag.
Hey, Lieutenant, look, it's the old flag of the suzerain.
Mm-hmm. The tenant is an old-fashioned guy.
Yeah, we're not gonna bow before that.
The flag doesn't seem to mind. It's
Yeah.
just a colorful fabric with a sun sewn onto it. Like all feudal flags, it looks like a children's drawing.
Okay. And what do we have on the table here? A book titled The Hidden World of Walking Sticks lies open. And we got something over here. All right, a magnesium. We'll go ahead and take that. A small suitcase full of clothes. Guests are staying over? Let's rummage. All right, another Nosafed. We are doing quite well with our health items and our morale items. Looks like that's about everything, though. Let's see anything else in there. All right. I think we're all done in that apartment. Now do we head back all the way back over to Everard? Oh, what's this? 9 cents and another magnesium. Okay, we'll definitely take that. And probably can't.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Yeah, conceptualization check. 3% +2 to Cindy's artistic impulses are infectious. Do I have any conceptualization clothings? I do. And nothing that's like a negative. Okay. Well, it's a white check. We'll give it a try.
Wall. Nothing to see here.
Still 3% chance. Let's give it a whirl.
You have no clue. It's just a wall.
It is just a wall.
So many walls all over Martinaise. Weather-worn, cracked, their paint peeling.
All right. Well, that's physical instrument. We'll put that back on. Maybe we should keep visual calculus going. +1 to half light. What gloves? So interfacing. Interfacing has been helping us pretty well. What exactly is... Oh yeah, Master of Machines, pick locks and pockets. Oh yeah, that's how we've been able to actually steal things this run. Wait, I was not done. +1 logic. Well, we can't do that. But our hats, +1 perception, but +1 reaction speed. The quickest to react, an untouchable man. That sounds... let's see, that's up at 4. What is our perception, though? Our perception is 6. So we could probably take that down 1 and move our reaction speed up 1. I think that might be good. And yeah, that one's electrochemistry. But interfacing has been so good to us. I think we'll keep that for now. Okay, I guess let's head back to the Union, and since we completed that task for Everart. Okay, and yeah, let's head upstairs. But not over there. Let's head over here. Oh yeah, and we can talk to that one guy. We haven't talked to who was hanging out kind of like outside outside Everart's area. Yeah, this guy over here. The banner sags under the weight of the rain and snow, white waves on red.
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisunt on Muindi.
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everart.
The tiny man is so engaged in his work, he doesn't notice you. Hi.
Everart, 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 he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister? I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
A shadow passes over his kind face. What is it with you people and scabs?
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat.
He doesn't seem to be waiting for you to answer.
Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
Let's see. Do you work here?
Yes, yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way.
Hello.
Leonard Bellick. But everyone calls me Leo.
The little man raises his hand in a welcoming gesture.
I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away.
He chuckles.
Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
A good-hearted chuckle again.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
The lieutenant looks up at Leo.
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes I am, yes I am.
Hey, I think you're doing a great job around here, Leo.
Yes, this place really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo.
The lieutenant smiles at the little man.
Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really.
You didn't think it was possible, but the smile becomes even wider.
Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. But you guys are alright.
So, what are you doing with the containers?
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes I am, yes I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
Oh boy, a logic check. 17% chance, and it's a red check. I think the smokes give us a hit of intelligence, so maybe that'll help. Can we not have a smoke? All right, I guess not. Well, what's going on here? We'll probably fail it.
Everything
Yep.
is so pretty and red. You and Leo look like brothers as you glance around with similar childlike wonder.
Wow, red is so much prettier than drabbled green.
Sure is, mister. Sure is. Really livens up the place. Yes it does, yes it does.
I guess we'll never find out why.
I had to break this bonding moment, but the red containers mean they are replacing the company livery with the union livery, which means this strike isn't gonna stop anytime soon.
Oh, well, thank you, Kim. So, you're Ubi, right?
Oh yes, born and raised in Irish, mister. Mum had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new world. I was about 10 then, too old to lose my accent then. People say us Ubis are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know there was never any of that where I come from. No sir, those are just nasty rumors.
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Where is everyone? The harbor is pretty empty.
Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in.
He leans in with a confidential look.
We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Evrard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate.
He pauses to think.
But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Evrard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so.
He stops, but seems eager to tell you more. What trouble did Titus and his friends get into?
Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business.
He smiles and leans closer.
Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling them to take some time off.
Don't go all bad cop on this simple, friendly fellow.
Yeah, I mean, no reason to go bad cop on easy Leo here. But what did they actually do?
I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. That's just how boys are, you know. I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school.
Oh, you don't say.
Easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the hard ease.
He looks to you for assistance. Let's see. Okay, Leo, let's hear about this fight you got into.
I remember I was the runt of the class. The bigger boys always used to pick on me. You see, I had a bit of a temper back in the day. Flew off the handle like nobody's business. But Mr. Everett and his brother always came to help. Once they beat old Noel Becker so bad he needed stitches on his head. Noel never started another fight with anyone after this.
I bet.
Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar are real nice guys, mister. You should go talk to Mr. Everett. I'm sure you'll be good friends. He's friends with everyone around here.
The little guy starts coughing. Say, are you the Leo who wrote the note to make more banners?
Oh, yes, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht.
What was that about the borscht?
Oh, yes. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started.
The little guy chuckles merrily.
It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done.
Power borscht, huh? Never heard of a borscht that turns little guys into dogfighters. Alcohol, however.
What do you mean by taking this soup to the men? Is it for striking?
Yes, yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags.
Hold up, who makes it at the whirling?
Oh, the whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together. He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grad.
Looks like the borscht is spiked. I'm gonna look into it.
Oh, sure, mister. Sure. You do that. Yes, sir.
Yes, why not?
He didn't actually understand what you meant, and now he's just nodding along.
Oh, okay. Hey, Leo, what's in that container over there?
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Told you.
I don't believe you, Kim. There's something in there, and we must convince it to open. All right, I'm off.
Bye-bye now.
He returns to his work. Okay, let's head on in and talk to Everart.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always. You don't have to sit down this time, since you've already sat on that chair.
I opened the door you asked me to. Can we discuss the murder now?
I'm very glad to hear that, Harry. One question. You didn't actually happen to stumble in and see what's inside the apartment, did you?
There is no way to sway this man in any direction. He is unsuggestible and unswayable. Just tell the truth.
I may have gone inside and seen a collection of racist mugs.
Just as I thought. Culturally antiquated mug collection. What a weasel. Pissing on Everart's Rainbow Coalition. Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is gonna start happening now. I promise you, Harry, this is gonna be good.
Okay, the mug collection I mentioned was in the apartment, but I found a similar mug in the trash with the hangman's clothes.
Racist mugs in the trash and in the apartment? You guys are just light years ahead of me. I have so much confidence in the ability of your organization. I'm relieved you're doing this and leaving me to do what I do best. Helping people. With the power of politics.
Oh boy.
Yes, yes. Do you think this weasel is somehow connected to the murder?
Oh, no. I don't cross paths like that. All I want is for you to succeed in your investigation. I would never complicate things for you.
But this weasel might have cleaned up after the killers.
Believe me, Harry, he's a nobody. Just your basement variety nobody. Can't imagine him being connected to a high-caliber case like this. But he does live nearby. Maybe it's a pedantic weasel. Fascists are known to be neat freaks. I feel like a real detective right now, Harry. Am I getting this right?
He imitates bashing something with an imaginary baton.
That's not how you baton someone. The technique is way off. You strike with your whole body, not just the baton.
Let's see. No, you have to put your weight behind it if you want to do real damage.
Oh, Harry, thanks for the tip. I'll leave doing the real damage to you. You are the real police officer after all, not me.
That's right, and don't forget it, Everart. So, I've heard about a connection between the lynching and the strike. I'd like to hear what you know about it.
By now, I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines. Sent to scare us. Another violent measure of the top hats against us flatcaps.
Alright, I'm listening.
Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group. They tried to shut the strike down by sending in armed mercenaries.
You mean our victim?
A security contractor? Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship, and they send hired killers to mow us down with machine gun fire?
He performs a motion as if spraying bullets from a machine gun.
I'm talking beasts. Hardened killers from proxy wars in Yisut, Semenine, Saramaritsa, you name it, they've done it. Raping, killing, burning villages, killing little children for the Senorita Pineapple Company, Harry. Everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant.
Hold on. You have a village elephant?
No, Harry, the elephant is metaphorical and so is the village, but the mercs and their brutality are very real.
Alright, go on.
Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container.
Wait, they move your container?
Yes, I'm an old man, Harry. My legs aren't what they used to be. They lift my office with that big crane. It's actually very fun. You should try it. But enough about me and
you
my
should.
fun container. The killers the company hired, I think there were 3 of them, all hardened commando types. One of them got downright suicidal, getting drunk, violent, a little rapey. Even their own negotiator couldn't control him. That's your boy, the one who likes hanging out and trees.
By negotiator, you mean Joyce?
Harry, what you need to realize is, we dock workers are not pushovers. We got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And when we do, we push to kill.
Wait, the whole neighborhood is in on it?
Potentially, Harry, potentially. We got arm wrestling champions, rowing club people, ex-coal miners, tough guys, all ready to spring into action for their home base.
Who exactly did the pushing?
There's a militant wing inside the Union. A group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor, but peacekeeping in the neighborhood, making sure everything runs smoothly. They're like you guys. Idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment must follow.
So these idealists killed our victim?
Oh. Okay, yeah. It's storming outside. So yeah, if I end up disappearing, I've lost power again. Hopefully not. I should hopefully get out of this dialogue soon so I can save it.
One day Titus Hardy, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Boss, socialist democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this beast that was burdening the land." He probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him. I gave them 2 weeks paid leave and told them to lay low to avoid retaliation.
Aren't you worried we might arrest them for this?
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinaise boys, tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in. Besides, I sent my lawyer girl to look after them.
There was a bullet in the hanged man's head.
So they shot him.
He sounds pleasantly surprised.
He was shot in the head before he was hanged.
How odd. I don't know what to say, Lieutenant. They told me they hanged him. A hanged man is what I saw when I took a look into that yard. What I do know is, the case is in safe hands. If anyone can get to the bottom of this shot and hanged man, it's my two little policemen. Godspeed, policeman.
Hey, how do you know the mercenaries were hired by the shipping company?
How do I know? Let me tell you about these people. That's their MO. It's what they do. Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in Sediment, a security contractor. The strike was over the workers' right to wear protective footwear, Harry. These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same mercenary company after a little rebranding. And I'm sure as hell not surprised to see an army of scabs under my gates.
So you believe the scabs were organized by the security contractor?
You said it. Hell, one of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial elephant. Boys like that don't just happen to show up during strikes.
You mentioned a lawyer girl?
Oh, Liz is a bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it'll probably turn her all fancy. But hell, Harry, she came back a firebrand socialist. Sometimes
right.
she scares me with her zeal.
That's right. Tell me about Titus Hardy and his crew.
Oh, they are simply fine young men, all 7 of them. Exemplary union members, always working to advance their position in the local socialist democratic movement. Core members. Old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and named the group after himself. Gotta love his initiative.
Interesting. Who's second in command?
They're almost all of them great guys, born leaders. Whatever happened, I'm sure they only had the best interests of Martinaise and Revachol in mind. Work with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like you. Men who like beer, women, and some order on the streets.
Everard, I already met the Hardys. Can you ask them to cooperate with me?
But of course, it's the least I can do for my good friend Harry. I'll do it right after we've concluded this talk.
You can now go and tell Titus about this. See what he has to say.
That's right. Thank you for being a little more helpful this time, Authority. Unlike the end of last stream playing this.
Also, Harry, here's 5 real.
Oh, wait, why are you giving it to me?
I'm not giving you anything. I'm just holding out 5 real.
All right, let's take it. We're taking all the money we can.
The lieutenant watches you pocket the banknote. He looks a little puzzled.
Good boy. A real team player. Now, do you have any more questions?
Good talk. Let's conclude for now.
Was it a good talk? I'm not sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open. Heck, I even wanted to tell you what I really want to achieve with the strike.
Oh.
I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinaise. And of course, I also wanted you to find your gun. But it's like I can't completely trust you. Yet.
Yet?
Yes, Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left. I want to, but I just can't.
He's been hurt too much in the past by men who aren't social democrats.
Let's see. Yeah, well, hey, what's that supposed to mean? I'm more left than you are.
You're saying it, but I don't believe you. You know how it is, company snitches, agent provocateurs everywhere. I'm barricaded in this fortress of mine, and I need to get a message out. Will you help me?
And what would this entail?
Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta.
Kim, what do you think of this?
It depends. I don't think what we just got from Mr. Clare was very useful.
He studies Everard.
As I said, it weighs on me heavily. But once we get really talking, Well, I'm gonna hand you the keys to Martinaise, and maybe even help you figure out who's behind this killing.
What are the signatures for?
I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth centre in Martinaise. It will be righteous. We're gonna get those teenagers off drugs and on roller skates.
Roller skating. Not drugs, Harry. You like this.
Do we?
There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to get this mission off the ground, Harry.
Where is this place exactly?
On the coast, Harry, across the canal. There's a cul-de-sac there, a little village they're calling it. A gloomy place. You'll find it. I trust your detective skills, Harry.
You're already pretty deep into this. What's a little more? No one can see you here in Martinaise.
What will happen to the current occupants?
They are just gonna have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings. Right next to a fancy new youth centre, designed by the best architects from Stella Marie.
Alright, fine. If I happen to be there, I can ask them.
You bring joy to my heart, Harry. Such a pleasure to be working with you. Here,
He hands you an open white envelope.
you need to get signatures from Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter. The cul-de-sac is right past the pawn shop and across the canal. I hear there is some trouble with the waterlock, but they should fix it by Wednesday morning. Once you have the signatures, mail this to 13022 La Rocca in La Delta. Then I'll know you're a solid socialist.
He runs his fingers through his thin hair. Hey, I'm looking into your shady brew.
I don't know what that means, Harry. Shady brew? There are so many moving parts in my operation, I can't keep track of them all. You know what? Don't even tell me. Whatever it is, do it. Surprise me. Just one thing. If you can, make it even shadier.
Oh. Alright, maybe we will. Alright, I'm gonna leave now, but we might talk again later.
See you soon, Debarder. Just kidding, but not too much.
Alright, we do have a point. However, where is... I do want to unlock one so we can at least get, I think Jamais Vu in. So we'll use a skill point for that. So hopefully we can see whatever the Jamais Vu added missions are that I have never seen before. Alright. Jamais Vu derealization. No temporary research bonus. Research time 3 hours 25 minutes. Problem. Revachol Special Administrative Legion. Lake Caillou, the Insulindian Ocean Coalition Government, Insulindian Mission Command. Name after name, and none of them is familiar. They seem real, but something is wrong. You feel like a kid looking at stickers on the fridge. Trouvant, the Apricot Company, World Games 34. You can almost see your hand reaching out for them. Scratch at the corners, see if they peel loose. This feels like the most important of all the thoughts, the one you truly must complete. Let's internalize. See what we get in 3 hours and 25 minutes of game time. And what were these other ones? Finger pistols. All right. And let's go ahead and save the game since we are storming outside. Okay, let's head out of the Union then. And find something new to do. Oh, wait. We'll go down this way. Yeah, down the stairs, down the stairs, Harry. Thank you. And up these stairs, up those stairs. Very good. Okay. Where is that? Oh, actually, yeah, let's just kind of head out of here. We do have the, that book about the birds. Yeah, book from A to Zreek, A Guide to Cockatoos. All right, let's take a look here.
A cockatoo is a parrot with an erectile crest, found on the Seminine Islands and in southern Fas al-Amer. Known for their intelligence and general precociousness, cockatoos are popular birds in aviculture. However, they often exhibit various behavioral issues.
Okay, what more?
This book talks about the delicate nature of toos, as well as introducing some of the most popular species among the bird enthusiasts. The funeral cockatoo, the major majestic cockatoo, and the most common bang bang cockatoo. It's colorfully illustrated.
All right, what problems do these birds have?
Where to even begin? All cockatoos are known for their needy natures, requiring attention for at least 2 full hours a day. They love to talk and have been described as lovable clowns who just don't know how to wrap up.
All right, I could handle that. It would be nice to have someone to talk to when feeling lonely.
Pet owners also report moodiness, loudness, and hostility as recurring issues. If left unsatisfied, cockatoos may scream non-stop, pluck their feathers, or become aggressive.
Right, that's pretty bad. Anything else?
It is not recommended to get a cockatoo if you're not able to cook them food every day and give them the full care that they need. These birds will never understand that you have a life of your own.
Yes, but there has to be something great about cockatoos as well, right?
You're right. Cockatoos are magnificent creatures. They love to perform, cuddle, and show off, and will even scream for fun, often as loud as up to 135 decibels. Ouch. That must hurt.
Ooh, yeah. Let's see. Let's read about the funeral cockatoo.
This is a yellow-tailed black cockatoo. Its specific name, Psittacus venereus, relates to its dark and somber plumage. This bird looks as if dressed for a funeral, 24/7. There is something indisputably ominous about it.
All right, let's read about the major majestic cockatoo.
Perhaps the most impressive of all the species, the endangered major majestic cockatoo, is often described as the most flamboyant bird in the jungle. Its pink-colored wings and flowing crest embellishing its proud and bumptious nature. In the words of poet-explorer Sir James Fournier, few birds more enliven the monotonous hues of the verdant forest than this big, bold, and beautiful species. It must be glorious to behold, dark pink and snow white.
Yeah, really. Let's read about the most common bang bang cockatoo.
Despite its banging name, the bang bang cockatoo is actually the shyest of the species. Common in almost all Seminoese forests, as well as zoos and homes all over the world. Its plumage is mainly grey and white. The Seminoese name, Bang Bang, is thought to be of onomatopoeic origins.
Honestly, this bird does sound a bit like me.
Yes, but all those cockatoo species are so different. Which one are you?
Let's see. But what if I'm just a fuck up and a cockatoo? Well, I mean, we are a badass superstar cop, party cop. Isn't it obvious? Major Majestic, here I come.
You're right. Your Majesty embodied. This big, beautiful bird belongs on your heraldry.
Damn right. Okay, let's put the book away. We found our heraldic bird. Got 10 XP. Perfect. Okay. Oh yeah, we should probably actually take a look at the bullet that we found, right? Yeah. Fractured bullet evidence. The bullet mushroomed out on impact. It now looks more like a fanciful jacket button than something that could pierce skin, flesh, and bone.
The bullet is safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp. Kim has filled out the label on the bag with the item number, case number, and date and location the bullet was found.
What do I do with you, bullet?
What?
The lieutenant steps closer. I said, what do I do with you, bullet?
Well, if I was the bullet, which I'm not, I would say find the weapon that shot me.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
If we find who owns it, we will have likely found who used it, possibly to kill our victim. In conclusion, the more we know about this bullet of yours, the better.
Alright, let's feel the bullet through the bag.
The squashed bullet has some sharp edges where the jacket has split open. It feels cold, even through the bag.
Let's inspect the bullet closer.
The jacket of the bullet is made of a yellowish metal. It has blossomed out to reveal a dark grey core. The base of the bullet is close to 5 millimeters in diameter.
Let's look at the jacket.
You can just about make out a few striations near the base of the bullet. Little hairlines, linear. It feels standard.
And the core?
It's quite destroyed. Some of the fragments are still lodged in the wound.
What can you say about the bullet so far?
Alright, it's a jacketed bullet, close to 5 millimeters in diameter.
A jacketed bullet. Okay. It would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading rifle, not from a muzzleloader, like those typically found on the streets of Martinaise.
We were right. This came from a serious weapon.
A very serious weapon.
Even the RCM uses ordinary unjacketed conical bullets. This is strange. Very strange. I like this, officer. Strange means unique. Unique means incriminating. We need to find the gun that shot it.
Alright. Legendary hand-eye coordination check. 17%. Try to determine what type of weapon shot this. Well, it's a white check. Let's give it a roll, see if we get lucky.
A rifle.
Hey!
Revolutionary period. Your bullet looks to be an old 4.46 millimeter from the surplus left over from the turn of the century. Probably an antique or a retrofitted antique.
And what's the make?
The 4.46 caliber was widely used with the Belmargrave rifle, a Revacholian manufacturer. The BM dominated the battlefields of the Insulindian theater of the anti-centennial revolution 50 years ago.
Is anyone still making these rifles?
No, but Zeliger, a major firearm manufacturer, ended up with a surplus after the war. So there are still a lot of these old military rifles floating around, usually broken. The quality was appalling.
So, who uses Belmagrave rifles these days?
Antiques enthusiasts, guerrilla fighters in distant countries, a few lucky jamrock bangers. You're looking for a well-preserved antique, most likely.
What are you thinking? Bullet?
Yes, Bullet, what are you thinking? I think I know where this came from.
Okay. And?
The shot probably came from a Belmagrave rifle.
An antique. That makes sense. There can't be many breech-loading rifles floating around in Martinaise, or anywhere in Ravachol, really.
Why not?
Sure, there's some arms trafficking, but the laws prohibiting the use of breech loaders we inherited from the monarchy have been effective, from what I've seen. Some new RCM recruits get impatient with their muzzle loaders once they've trained with military-grade weapons, but they realize it's worth it in the end.
Worth what? Getting shot?
Imagine if everyone, cops, citizens, had access to firearms that could shoot multiple rounds without pausing to reload. After the first shot, the second, third, and so on come much easier. But back to the investigation.
Let's see. Seems we're looking for an antiques enthusiast.
Doesn't seem that likely, but we'll check out all possible leads. Next step, finding the gun itself.
Alright, let's put the bullet away. It has nothing more to say to us. Okay. Alright, I think that's good for now, and almost halfway to another skill point. Okay, find the murder weapon. Oh, we can probably... Let's see if we can do anything with the borscht.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
Hey, Leo said you're friends with Manana, is that true?
The mention of manana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words and lively gestures. Then he falls silent again.
What is in that borscht you're making there?
The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his and then seems to wait for you to speak.
Yes.
Borscht need more vodka?
He picks up a bottle from the shelf.
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good spirits. Clever move by the Union.
Of course, vodka. Now that makes a very, very special borscht indeed.
Apparently.
Turn it up and then ask for some yourself.
Hey, oh. Electrochemistry, I like the way you think.
Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea. Honestly, the place is a powder keg.
Listen here, logic. We don't have we don't need to listen to you. I think you're wrong here. Yes, turn the vodka up.
He smiles, nodding vigorously, then pours half a bottle of vodka into the pot. With a whistle, he stirs the brew.
Hey, say, could I have some of that brew?
He smiles and nods enthusiastically, and, chattering away in his language, ladles some brew into a small thermal cup, then hands it to you.
All right, see you later. Okay, all right. So, a thermal cup full of hot borscht spiked with high-proof moonshine. Yum. All right, +1 for physique. Okay, so, I don't know. Gosh, I'm scared to try to show authority to the Hardys again.
Look, the insane police officer is back.
Yes, we are. He takes a sip of his beer.
The small man mimes, blowing his brains out. You see his rat face contorted in mock despair, his fingers touching his temple.
Oh, yeah, we won't talk. Hey, Titus, remember, that was just one of our dark, hilarious jokes from before.
There's laughter in the room. Try not to kill yourself this time.
I didn't mean to try to kill myself last time either. Authority was making us. Oh, me and Everard talked. He promised you'd cooperate.
Oh, so you went and talked to my mommy, and now she's making me play with you. Is that it, lawman?
That's right.
And what's gonna happen if we don't? You gonna go and tell on us?
Maybe. Hey, I would never tell on someone.
I would, though.
Oh, he says as casually as if he were commenting on the weather.
Typical Beano Claude. Always a tattletale.
He shakes his head resentfully and continues.
Everard sent word you two would be around again. That's the only reason I'm being so forthcoming with you. Don't wear it out.
All right, we've unlocked authority again. Okay, still 3%. +2 for Everard asked to cooperate. -1 weak when you first met, and +1 physical standoff winner. Let's see. You still haven't explained the bullet I found in the hangman's head.
You still on about that bullet?
Yes, we are.
A bullet in a hangman's head. You're right, Copper. That is mighty curious.
Indeed, mighty. How did it get there?
The lieutenant is fixed on Titus.
Well, there are so many bullets in the world, and so many heads. I guess it's only logical. At some point, one of them bullets had to end up in one of them heads.
I guess.
It's bound to happen again, you know? Just statistically speaking, of course.
Let's see. I'm gonna ask you this again. Why was this in the victim's head?
Wow! He's got it in a real evidence bag and all!
Damn right we do. We're real police cops here.
Why don't you go home and log it into evidence? These men have told you what happened.
I think the hanging was a cover-up for the shooting.
You know what I think? I think he was shot in the head as a kid, and his brain grew around the bullet.
Around the bullet, man. That's a good one.
Did you guys shoot him?
Shit! I probably did shoot him. I was drunk last night. You guys know me when I'm drunk.
Yeah, Glenn likes to shoot his guns when he's drunk. Better hope he stays sober.
No, he meant before he was hanged. Did you shoot him before you hanged him?
Before? After? During? This is getting ridiculous. They told you what happened. Stop wasting your time.
All right, don't worry. We'll figure this out sooner or later.
Never been worried in my life, lawman.
And still, okay, we did get a +1 for strange reaction to bullet, but it's still 3%. Anything new about the hanging?
Again, just get the dead guy's autograph, since you're his biggest fan.
Good one, Titus.
All right. Well, we haven't tried this Gosh, I have a feeling we'll probably get a negative to authority in the other check. Why don't I just arrest you?
Yeah, lawman. Why don't you?
Not in the arresting mood?
His mean little eyes come alive with hatred.
A fearful readiness, like an electrical charge, raises hairs in the room. By your side, the lieutenant keeps his hand away from his holster. You hear the nylon of his coat hiss as he steps closer. While the little rat-faced man reaches into his sleeve, there's a knife in there. Some of the others reach for their belts. Their eyes are light.
You confess to murder. I'm taking you in.
Look, coppers, I know you think you're doing your job here, but there are 7 of us and 2 of you.
That's an Easter 50, a Ziemsk-made monstrosity. It'll blow your head clean off.
Oh boy. Well, all right. You know, the little guy was right. I'm not in the arresting mood.
The little guy? You're the little guy now.
He grins, the gap in his teeth like a rotting hole.
So, little guy, you had some questions?
Yeah, little questions.
A snicker and a sneer from the corner. No more questions.
About fucking time.
All right. Oh gosh. All right. I'm gonna take off now. Let's see if we have anything to bump up authority. Before we even try that. Nope. 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 Yeah, a whole bunch of nopes. As long as there's no negative authorities in here. Okay, nothing there. Okay, yeah, don't hold the ledger. Actually, authority is a psyche skill. So what? Okay, yeah, we can drink some booze or do. All right, let's down a brew. Oh, we got a thought though.
Well, hello.
Hello.
Someone seems to have found himself a bottle of alcohol.
Oh.
Here's where the magic happens.
The magic, you say? Let's look at the bottle.
What a solid can of mass-produced piss water. Well over 10% alcohol in this so-called beer. Pop it open before it gets too warm. Wow, the gods of mass production have made this alcohol container laughably easy to open. A child could have done it.
Let's see. Let's open up the bottle.
There's a satisfying pop as the cap comes off, and the hair on your back rises like an army at attention. You've been here before. Welcome back, detective. You're home now.
And what will be the repercussions if I take that sip?
Nothing.
Oh.
Some mental stuff. Nothing to be worried about. Physically, you'll be strong as an ox.
Oh, all right. Well, we are doing the exact opposite of what anyone would do otherwise, since we are trying to do a superstar party cop kind of playthrough. So let's take that sip.
A golden sun melts down your throat. Its rays filling your nostrils with sunshine. Your stomach melts from it into a happy, gooey mess. So does your mind. All the bad things are melting. You're you again. A real cop. A real detective. Incredibly well done.
All right, well done. We got 30 XP for that. We did complete our secret task of find booze and drink it.
From the void we came, and to the void we must return.
All right. Let's hit a quick save game here. And let's see what'll...
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Titus does not look particularly happy to see you. And still 3%. Well, we'll give it a try anyways. We're going to... If we fail, I am not going to ask for Kim's gun. All right.
This time it's going to work. You already ruled out the first bad option that didn't.
Oh, yeah, thank you, Authority. Great. We have, we failed the check, so we have a suicidal Authority, probably back in control again. Oh, God, let's try this again. Kim, give me your gun. Oh, no. All right. I'm the only thing keeping this town from going to hell, and you're not helping.
And what exactly is it you've been doing that's so goddamn special? Shitting yourself in front of us. Going around, harassing kids on the street. Kids who've done nothing wrong. All the while talking racist shit. Don't think we aren't watching, fascia. People here trust us. We're getting complaints.
Hey, I haven't said anything racist.
Of course you have. You've been calling people Kip left and right, inciting race violence in my town.
I do not remember that happening.
Kylie said they've been trying to set up a race rally, whatever the fuck that means. Trying to get the Kips out of Revachol before the economy goes to shit.
Oh God. Well, once again, we did fail the Authority check, so we've just got bad options here. Oh God. That's a lie. There is no race rally.
Sure there is. Kylie said they're bulk purchasing confetti, ribbons too, and loudspeakers, and fireworks. Kylie works at the carnival shop, you see.
Get the fuck out of here, you racist carny. There'll be no race rally in my town.
Oh gosh, maybe we should have tried getting the gun back from Kim. Oh no.
What happened? We got absolutely wiped. Let's go before it gets worse.
Okay.
What's going on? Are you racist now?
No.
Is the rally real?
No.
Please don't set up any rally. It'll make you
we're not doing that, Authority, you jerk. Stop like failing us, Authority. Jeez. All right, I'm gonna take off now. Oh boy, that did not go well. Unbelievable. I know. Oh, Authority is not helping us out one single bit. Let's see. All right. Yeah, prove our authority to Titus Hardy. Apparently it's going to be our most difficult thing to do. Actually, let's head back to the doomed commercial area. Oh, we have a thought. What's our thought here? You memorized the title. Loose 87 Radio City seems important. Oh. Is that part of the jamais vu thing that we're working towards? All right. Anyways, the doomed commercial area, we only explored part of it. So let us head back through. Maybe can we give this a barbell another go?
The barbell waits patiently on the floor like a dog for its master.
Physical instrument, we need to put another point into that to give it another try. Oh yeah, I should probably have the let us get our flashlight, but there we go. Okay, all right. Let us have a look around. We already did kind of look through this area, but yeah, wasn't there something hidden in there? All right. There's the stairs over there. I don't remember if we went through here though. Oh yeah. Okay, this is where the bear freezer was.
The bear's eyes are still glowing.
All right, yeah, we already looked at that. All right, let's look at some other stuff. An ice cream maker defrosted and unplugged. That's something over here. The flashlight casts a strange shadow. There is a hidden doorway here. All right, hidden doorway. 2 rusty rifles are hidden above the piping. They look inoperable. Someone has stuck some busted guns beneath the ceiling. And what do we have here?
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Where are we?
Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache.
Look, there's a hole in the wall.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
Okay, I do.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away.
Oh, rifles, Kim.
Are these any good?
Let's inspect the rifles.
Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest. But one catches your eye. A bolt-action model with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others.
This old Belle McGrave looks okay.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way.
The lieutenant whistles as he admires the rifle. His eyes are gleaming. Isn't that the same gun that fired the fatal bullet?
It's the same type of weapon, yes. A breech loader. But it's not the same gun. This one's been out of order for years. I'm afraid our search for the real murder weapon must continue.
What does this mean, a rifle here?
It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinaise. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future.
He likes this find.
Oh, I do too. Okay, let's leave. Yeah, we must have the there's the rifle right there. A broken Belle McGrave from ages past. It's a 4-shot bolt-action military rifle with a wooden frame. We can sell that at the pawn shop for 11 real and 32 cents. But maybe we should hold on to it for now. Okay, looks like that was everything from there. It's, what do we have here? A frozen ice cream maker that's still running.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut.
Let's turn the ice cream crank.
Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your childhood dreams. In the distance, you hear water dripping.
Let's try to crack open the lid.
You slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is too cold for you to get a good grip. A pry bar would come in handy here. No, this is going to need something else. Some kind of super pry bar.
Super pry bar?
Don't even try to open it with a regular pry bar. You're just wasting your time. If you want to try again, then you need to have the pry bar in your hand, detective.
Okay, all right. Let us, where is our pry bar? And there we go. Okay. Let's try it again.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut.
Okay, physical instrument heroic check. Crack open the lid. 3% chance, minus 20 due to the pry bar not being strong enough, plus 1 for better grip with gloves. Well, it's a white check, so let's try it because we can redo it in the future. Anyways.
The ice squeaks
Failed.
beneath the pry bar. You think you've got the bar jammed in there pretty well, but the lid simply won't budge.
What is this?
You see the pry bar's metal handle bending right before your very eyes.
Yeah, well, that's a good pry bar. I'm not criticizing it, but this ice cream maker is frozen shut. It takes an advanced tool to get it open.
Advanced? Where do we get one?
I have no idea, officer. This ice cream maker isn't important enough to requisition a special tool.
Sooner or later, you will stumble upon a tool mighty enough. Then we will know what's in this mysterious ice cream maker.
Okay, Inland. We'll trust you for now. All right, what do we have here?
2 cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby.
All right. Don't need to really do anything with that yet. Intercom wires running into the breaker box. And we have an insane mesh tank top, plus 1 to drama. All right, let's head upstairs. Oh, okay, so we exit back out that way, through there. So I guess we've activated that as an entrance, so a little quicker. Oh, looks like we got a shelf here. All right, 70 cents and some Nosafed. We'll take it. All right, let's head back around here. Yeah, what do we have up here? The wall collapsed. It's inaccessible now. Got something here.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Kim, what is this thing? Is it a furnace?
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney.
He opens the door and gingerly peeks inside.
No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
All right, let's take a look inside.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs. The echo is so prominent, it's impossible to discern what the voices are saying or what's producing them.
What are you doing?
The lieutenant asks when he sees you climb halfway inside the furnace. I'm hallucinating. I hear the murderer of the hanged man talking. I'm not sure, Kim, but I think I can hear someone talking upstairs.
Wait, really? We should investigate, see if someone's upstairs.
Let's smear our hands with coal for some reason.
A lush layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles. Your hands look ancient. Maybe you could paint something with this coal.
Oh,
Leave
no.
a cave painting for future archaeologists. No, that would be stupid.
All right, thanks conceptualization for that failure.
Still, it's good to have this dirt on you. Real men wear coal for makeup.
Okay. Thanks, physical instrument. Let's kick it with our foot.
A hollow ring goes through the furnace. Your toe hurts.
Yeah, ow. We got a thought, though.
Bent metal. Broken glass. Your path lies strewn with the broken forms of everyday objects. You are the destroyer, the bane of inanimate matter.
Yeah, gaze upon me. Wait.
Gaze upon me, stealth and despair. Kudos.
Okay. We are the destroyer,
Thick
apparently.
layer of coal.
I guess in the future we should probably kick things. I know there was like a mailbox outside. We could probably try kicking that. We did pet it once before to get 1 morale point back. All right, let's head up these stairs over here. All right, that kind of looks like a door. Let's take a look around here first. Shoes and a puddle of melting snow, but we have another thought. The floorboards creak. Okay. Got something up here. A postcard we can sell at the pawn shop for 22 cents.
An iron safety curtain curves before your eyes, folded like a bellows. It covers half the room, blocking the way into a colossal industrial chimney.
Let's give it a little knock.
What an odd thing to do. Nothing happens.
Well, let's knock on it harder.
Still nothing. No one's home.
Even harder.
Those curtains prove to be surprisingly sturdy. Your fist hurts now.
Oh, uh-oh.
There must be another way to wake up whoever is in there. Maybe we should ask the lady in the bookstore what's going on here.
All right. Well, I feel like before I was able to do something with that furnace in regards to that. But maybe that was like a check in my previous playthrough. You know, when the final cut first came out. That I don't have now, playing a completely different kind of character. So I guess we should, let's ask the bookstore lady if she knows anything about that. So let's head back out of the doomed commercial area. Oh yeah, we got to go down here. Keep going, keep going. There we go. Okay, and out the door. All right, and let me put the flashlight away, and well, yeah, we should just have the bag for terror out anyways.
You broke down the back door, the wards, the door. It's all gone now. Dark psychic energy leeching onto my shop.
Sometimes it's necessary to resort to extreme measures.
I suppose it's all over now. I guess there's no escape.
What are you talking about? It's just a door.
Just a door? This place is cursed, Detective. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Just look at the sheer amount of companies that have failed in this house. I hope you're happy now. Happy that you've ruined everything. Now that you've broken the door, the curse is coming to get me as well.
She closes her eyes and starts mumbling something to her pendant.
Host Almighty, she prays, guard me and my honest business venture from the curse that lurks behind the door. Blessed be your name.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know about the curse.
Of course you didn't. You're nothing but a policeman.
She shrugs, visibly dejected.
All right. You know what? I'm willing to let you investigate the doomed commercial area. We are set on the path. There's little else to do.
Her facade has dropped. Now you see the curiosity behind the fear.
But before we go on, tell me, did you encounter the malignant entity?
Of course, the entity. I didn't see her, but I sensed her presence.
You did? Then it has to be true. I've suspected that this woman-shaped energy must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you see that she lives inside the chimney?
Oh, chimney, the passage between heaven and hell. Of course. It all makes sense now.
Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. And do return to me after you've talked to it. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse.
If you're really interested in cracking this mystery, then we should go back to the furnace. Maybe you could yell into it or something. Make some noise. You'll think of something. You always do.
Yes, we do always do. I had a few more questions about the curse.
Okay, but please, only a few questions. You wouldn't want to disturb the spirits.
How does this curse manifest itself?
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation.
A shiver runs through the woman as she looks around the dimly lit store.
It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
She peers at the curtains again. Wait, that's it? I was hoping for something more paranatural.
But officer, there's nothing natural about entire companies declaring bankruptcy. I'm talking about cacodemons, feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements.
All right, you're bringing me back into it.
There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
Well, why didn't you just tell me right away about the curse?
It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism, it's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them.
The void wraiths. I am this playthrough. I'm really missing Inland Empire for all the curse stuff. I highly recommend Inland Empire builds. It's a lot of fun playing like a David Lynch cop.
Such wraiths may prove a formidable enemy.
Oh.
Suit up.
Ooh. We shall, physical instrument, we shall. Have you sought help from anyone?
Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists, and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards.
She nods at the strange cage-like trinket on the curtains.
The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building. Even though now I fear, it's not enough.
Is your pendant part of the wards as well?
Oh, this? No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books. books.
Oh, we did buy some books before.
There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%.
Wow, what a deal. What about the wards on the back door? Are these Seminese as well?
Yes, the Simonese are very crafty, and their wards are extremely powerful. Lesser wards simply won't do here.
All right, I had some other
The
questions.
woman looks aloof, her features much softer. Occasionally she glances at her daughter's silhouette.
All right, that's all for now, book peddler. Okay, let's head back down to the doomed commercial area. I don't know why we're walking so slow now. And we should, yeah, let's just put the tear bag away, and we'll grab our flashlight here and head down here. Oh, yeah, that was downstairs. We want to go back to the furnace.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
All right, physical instrument medium check. 97% +1 for kicking the furnace and +1 for we wet our whistle. Okay, let's see here. Hello!
Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then,
Hello?
You hear a woman's voice. Answer. I summon the ghosts of this doomed commercial area. Answer me, spirit.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
you hear a low rumble upstairs. The sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
After you, officer.
All right. Let us meet this malevolent spirit. Yeah, I think we gotta go back up this way and then around to the other stairs. Ah, okay. Now it is open to us. Ah, there's the spirit. Let's take a look around first. This tray is full of dice, colorful polyhedral dice, hundreds of them. The candy dispenser has been repurposed to contain thousands of dice. All right, evil spirit, what say you?
Hello, I'm Nia.
A bird-like woman sits on a throne of tools with emerald light shining through her hair.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius.
She taps on her headphones.
So what kind of die are you looking for?
She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
Perhaps we shall. Hold on, what do you mean by Milius?
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
She pats the headphones on the table.
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
Why are you asking me about dice? Oh, wait, we weren't knocking on the window. You must have confused me with someone else. I haven't knocked on your window.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Why are you asking me about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
As she speaks, her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Her bones light, but her hands strong. Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Oh, maybe, and we did buy it from the bookstore for later. Let's see. Sure, I like role-playing games, and I need some dice.
Very good. My rate is 10 real per set, unless you want something really unusual.
Oh, but we do.
Take a look around and see if there's any particular stone you want to use.
The walls around her are covered with rows of precious stones and minerals.
This person means you, or no one else, absolutely no harm. She will answer freely and honestly.
Hey, where are we anyway? What is this place?
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
She looks at the ruddy bricks that make up the walls. Even though they've been repainted, there are still signs of coal-black soot here and there.
But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Creative.
The lieutenant looks around the spacious room, its ceiling fading into shadows above.
When she arrived here, there was no room anywhere else. She must have known the other businesses.
Let's see. I've heard this place is cursed. Did you know that people call it the doomed commercial area?
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
Plaisance is the one who sent me. She's convinced that the place is swarming with malicious energies.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
Actually, the bookstore isn't doing that well. There are hardly any customers, and she has to exploit her own daughter to keep the company going.
Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Hold on. The whirling is part of the doomed commercial area?
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East of the Commerce Central project.
Yes, but it's still a separate building. The malicious... No, the whirling isn't doing well either. Its waitress just took off and customers have trouble paying bills. Like us.
And then there is me.
She sighs, looking at her messy work table. All kinds of tools lie there scattered, from knives to carving files to wire cutters.
I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
It's because she's in cahoots with the demons.
Oh my god. Demons. Plaisance thinks it's because you're the source of it, a malignant entity.
Malignant entity? What does that even mean? Some kind of sorceress? What about you, officer? Do you think I'm the malignant entity?
I have not seen proof, to the contrary.
The jig is up. The she-demon knows you've uncovered her true identity.
Let's see. Oh my god. I think it still might be you that's causing this.
So I'm the Grand Dragon in the cave. Might I ask what supports this claim?
Oh god. Let's see. I yelled to summon the ghost of the doomed commercial area, and you were the one who answered.
Oh my, I've revealed myself.
I knew it. I knew it the whole time.
You better call the exorcists.
All right. I don't have to call anyone. I'm a bit of a ghost whisperer myself.
Of course. How convenient. Well, if you ever find a way to explain all those inconsistencies in the curse, then let me know.
She turns back to her work.
Plaisance needs to hear about this. Perhaps if you combine your psychic energies, you will make sense of the situation.
Very true. Oh, we have a legendary shivers check. Why hasn't her business failed? Oh god, 17% chance. Let's roll those dice. It's a white check after all, so it doesn't matter.
You feel nothing. If anything, it's uncomfortably warm in here.
Oh god. All right. Let's start taking off our clothes. We need to connect.
Excuse me, what are you doing?
The dice maker stares at you while you start to fuss with your pants. Oh no.
Officer!
The lieutenant exclaims sharply. Oh, god. Oh no. The zipper, it's stuck.
Oh no, not the zipper.
She rolls over to the other end of her table with her chair, looking for something to grab from the toolbox.
A tool to get the zipper open.
I hope so. Kim, it's part of the special technique I have.
And what technique is that?
She squints at you, a little astonished at what she's hearing. You still haven't gotten your zipper open. Okay, hear me out. Sometimes I get these feelings.
Miss, I apologize for my colleague's behavior. He's still recovering from an unusual medical episode.
Unusual?
Officer, this isn't how mature adults deal with their feelings.
Oh. Up.
Now you feel something. The cold damp of shame washing over you.
Okay, we had a critical morale there, but we're okay. Cold damp of shame washing over us, you say? No, not like that. It's like I can feel the wind, or I don't know, the air pressure. And then the air tells me things.
The air pressure told you to take your pants off in my studio?
Yes, exactly.
Can you please employ this special technique somewhere else? I work here and my work requires concentration. Half-naked people don't help with that.
She turns away so that you can zip up your pants again. All right. So, anyways, Zip, how did you become a dice maker?
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
Do you like role-playing games yourself?
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
Let's see. What do you know about the man who was lynched behind the whirling in rags?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook, then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, Detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
What do you mean by the daily ruckus?
Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard.
She stops to try and come up with an example.
During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike. But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
And you never took your eyes off the work to look out the window?
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness. It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
Do you often work Sunday nights?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people, but I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
I see, thank you for your answers.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
Okay, I'd like to order a die from you.
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
Okay. Well, we do have, we did buy the Whirl RPG, so I guess we can start with that. Do you know the Whirl Untethered setting? I want to die for that.
Ah, yes. Fortress Accident. It's too bad they never finished their game. The Whirl Untethered die is a variation of a standard role-playing die. Only, instead of plants, it uses motifs of ice and death. And loss, of course. I'm thinking something made from alligator jawbone, cast in black resin. The reptile bone is as white as ice and dead as, well, death. For 7 real, I could have it ready in 8 hours.
Alright, it's a deal.
Great. See you in 8 hours then. Was there anything else?
Yeah, can I order another die?
I'm sorry. I'm a bit overloaded just now, so I can only produce 1 die per customer.
Oh, well, I guess it's good that we got the Whirl die then. But I kind of wanted to order like a cursed die. Do you know what happened to the other tenants? Everyone else is gone.
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
What happened to the gym?
It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemitep's boxing club. A community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
Let's see. And who was Artemitep?
A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back.
Maybe that's what Kuno needs, a community-centric boxing club.
Kuno? Who's Kuno?
He's sort of the king around here.
Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth?
Yes.
Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard.
She looks out the window. It's oddly quiet there at the moment.
I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid.
Judging from the kids I've met so far, it didn't really work, did it?
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinaise even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
Oh.
You should have known it.
Yes, we should have.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
What's up with all the broken windows?
Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right? Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milias. Who would have guessed?
Oh,
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own.
Cool, very cool about the debris, but what's a snuff milieu?
It's a sub-Rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims. Some people pay good money to get off on it.
But we got a skill point. All right, we have been, let's see. All right, we are doing Badass Superstar Cop. Let's see, Savoir Faire is still down at 4. We should probably up that one. Electrochemistry and Suggestion are up at 6. Composure is at 6. Yeah, all right, let's hit up Savoir Faire. Okay.
What does she mean to get off on it?
Uh-oh.
Don't worry, the ICP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-Roses. This isn't our problem.
Oh, thank God.
Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those perpetrators.
Then she lets the thought go. Did someone here make stuffed animals? I saw mounts lying around.
You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs.
But what drugs exactly?
Oh, good point, Electro. I need to know what drugs he was doing for my, police report.
He got high on some weird taxidermy chemicals. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. Eventually, they caused him to lose control of his bladder. The smell was awful.
Even you can probably do better than that.
Hey, that's right, electrochemistry. By the way, I found some creepy mannequins.
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years, until the insect rights activists came.
Insect rights activists? What in the name of...
The atelier produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings. And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident.
Oh, sure.
The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
How do I want to answer this? I mean, I personally, I don't like insects when they're in my apartment. They're pretty gross. Let's see. But we are dumb, so... But insects don't have any brains or feelings.
Actually, insects do have brains. But yes, I understand what you're saying. I think the protesters took it a little too far.
As she shifts around, you notice several dead flies on the windowsill in front of her. Legs up. They're not moving.
Anything else?
What's up with the rotor blades and skis?
They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money.
She rests her chin on her hand with an impish smile.
Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is.
Interesting. What do these transmissions say?
The usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
Her smile widens before she sees the lieutenant's face behind you.
Men like that are a curse.
The lieutenant is stern.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around in the house. Not much use now, I guess.
Maybe you could make a sword out of one.
Ooh.
No, wait, forget it. It would take too long.
Oh. How depressing. Anyways, I found a strange machine.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
She closes her eyes as some remnant of a memory lights up her face.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wirral. They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules.
What do you mean, liberal? What happened?
The usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time.
What went wrong?
Well, I did hear them talking at times.
She looks at the hallway as if she can still hear them chit-chatting behind her curtains on a cigarette break.
They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
From what I've seen so far, the project did look quite impressive.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic, and to show up to work on time.
Showing up to work on time is hard.
It is.
No, scratch that. Showing up to work at all is difficult.
So true.
Especially if you've been drinking.
Well, yeah, also true. Thank you, electrochemistry. Well, showing up to work on time is incredibly hard.
And so is producing something extraordinary.
Her eyes wander to the shelves full of dye prototypes and discarded models.
Anything else?
Oh my god, there was a terrifying taxidermied bear in the cellar.
Oh boy, the fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here.
She smiles and leans closer, hands on her knees, like a stand-up comedian ready to tell a story.
The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
I don't care about the other ideas, I just want to hear about the bear. Alright, what about the other ideas?
There was really just one. And it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
She leans back, disapproving.
Sounds like she really didn't like those girls.
Yeah, thanks, suggestion.
Fritta does the same thing.
Oh my god! That's true. Let's see. What did they expect? 20 cents per hour is dog's pay. I'm surprised they showed up to work at all.
Oh, but they did. They did show up to work, and not alone. There were also acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the ice cream stand. And they already had the bear.
She closes her eyes as if remembering something painful. What about the bear?
The bear.
She repeats, pressing thumbs into her temples, like trying to suppress a headache. It didn't work out?
Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted. Eventually, Revachol ICT lost the price war to its rival, Glacé 5000. Glacé 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
I'm sure the bear was doing its best.
Maybe, because the taxidermist who made that bear definitely wasn't. Doing his best, I mean.
How come?
He said that the bear was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. Called it Megatherion.
Scary, but cool.
Very cool. Megatherion?
Megatherion, a mega wild beast.
Oh, what's a mega wild beast?
It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life by telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
Maybe this wise and noble beast can guide you toward those amphetamines you've been craving.
Oh. Well, we are the badass party cop, super cop guy, superstar cop rather. Both these options, I do drugs. I've got a vision beast myself, is good. And hey, do you think that hey, do you think that vision beast could guide? Well, no. Well, oh gosh, the options. I don't know. Hey, I do drugs. I've got a vision beast myself.
Do you? Well, good luck keeping it under control. Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire.
She seems almost sad finishing the story. Some dust beams swirl in the afternoon air. Her eyes follow it idly.
Little sparkling embers under the window.
Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? I've been here for a long time.
I found the building's intercom, but it's not working.
Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me. I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
Oh, yeah. A strange thing happened when I tried calling a company called Slipstream SCA. Someone answered.
It can't be true. They don't work here anymore. They've been gone for years. Are you sure it was Slipstream SCA? Was it a woman? Maybe it was Plaisance from the bookstore.
She said she was from Tricentennial Electrics.
Tricentennial Electrics?
There's a moment before she recognizes the name.
It used to be a major electric company 100 years ago. Are you sure it wasn't just some kids playing a prank on you?
Whatever happened, keep your cool. It's probably better to admit that it was a harmless prank.
No, it was something else, something eerie.
Pranks can be eerie.
She looks as if she's still convinced it's nothing to be worried about.
Oh, the kids these days. We were just one of them, and now they're terrorizing us. No solidarity.
So, you're telling me that the doorbell with the empty name card was yours?
That's right. I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet.
I was wondering about the Whirling in Rags. Is it part of the same building complex?
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East Delta Commerce Center project. That explains why you can call the whirling from the intercom, albeit I doubt that anyone responds.
If the whirling is part of the same building, then it's part of the Dune commercial area. The darkness of this place is there, too.
Oh, I know. Hey, I saw a name East Delta Pinball on the doorbell.
Right. It used to be a gaming arcade. This is an ancient failure, before my time. I'm not surprised, however. My advice, don't base your business on a fad. Hypnotism, floriography, trick-track, especially pinball.
Hey now. Leave pinball alone. Pinball is great.
Agreed.
Hey!
Pinball is the worst.
Oh, Kim. I'm very mad at you now, Kim. Alright, I have a few more questions about the building.
Sure, I'm listening.
Other questions?
Good. I hope it clarified things a bit.
Yeah, I
What
guess
else?
that's about everything. Alright. I forget what she said, like 8 hours or something for the die. So we'll be back for that. So let's head downstairs. We should probably talk to Plaisance in the bookstore about the curse. We'll very slowly wander over there. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time getting a running. But here we go. Let's head back to the bookstore. There's Plaisance.
What have you found? And also, do buy the books. There may be teachings in them.
Oh, teachings, you say? I talked to the entity you told me about. Her name is Niha, and she's a novelty dice maker.
A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
Well, no, she's making us a dice, so I guess we won't go further with that. Like, if we were focusing on Inland Empire, maybe we would. No, ma'am, I have felt her aura. She is not the one to blame for this curse.
I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
She looks perplexed.
She's squeezing on the pendant too tight. A drop of blood in her palm. Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty is killing her.
Okay, let's see what we got here. No curse. We can blame the taxidermist. Well, oh, but maybe we should carry it further. There is another entity more malignant pulling the strings in Martinaise. Perhaps in my travels I will cross paths with it.
A third order presence, yes.
She lets go of the pendant.
I've heard of these triactors. In certain occult literature, that's too dark to dwell on for too long, and definitely not in the presence of my daughter.
She gestures for you to be silent.
I understand everything, sir. Thank you for your descending into the maelstrom. I will keep fort up here, strengthen the wards, do my best. And if you happen upon the third entity in your travels, may the Lord be with you.
She performs an X-shaped cross on her heart.
Well, this has been absolutely educational. If we happen on the third presence in our travels, we will certainly come back to tell you. Should we get out of here before the vortex collapses?
Yes, Kim. Let us go before the vortex collapses. Farewell for now, book peddler. Okay. Oh, 4 points away from a new skill point. So let me take a look. What do we want to do? We could probably head for the apartment building. We can get rid of the flashlights. I'll have the crowbar. We'll hold on to our pack of smokes. Yeah, let's go up this way. And I think we can get in through the back entrance now, because we did find a key. Okay. Yeah, so we don't have to convince that old lady to let us in, which I remember having to do the first time I played this, when the final cut first came out. Eviction notices and missing pets are plastered on top of each other. All right, let's wander around a bit. An old shoe rack, boots, sneakers, and old slippers. What do we have here? Yeah, can we go in? No, 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 no. Open. There we go. All right, we got some magnesium and, oh, some more alcohol. Commodore Red, +1 physique, -1 morale. Moss crawls on those bathroom tiles, actual moss. The shower curtains are covered in some sort of slime. And 42 cents. All right, and what do we have here? Apartment number 12, a loud rumbling snore comes from within. The snoring is scary somehow. You should leave. Yeah, we'll see about coming back there later. We should talk to somebody, though. I know who we should talk to. Oh, we got some flip-up glasses. The Auditor, +1 logic, -1 authority. Oh, we don't need more negatives to authority. My God. The box is filled with cleaning chemicals, smells of laundry detergent. Negative authority has, when dealing with the Hardy Boys, trying to show authority. First time we tried that, we asked for Kim's gun. I thought we were just gonna wave it, after our failure at them. But no, we attempted to kill ourselves. And authority, apparently, due to its failure in that check, thought that was the only way out. We were able to get out of it without selecting the option to actually do it, which I assume is probably a non-standard game over, unless it's, it wasn't loaded or something. And then the second time, the second authority failure when we tried it again. The Hardy Boys just kind of made fun of us and made up a story about how we were racist, which is not true. So negatives to authority, probably not a good idea right now. Looks like we got some shoes over here. 14 cents. Okay. Someone has drawn a 5-pointed star on the wall.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11.
Let's give it a knock.
No reply.
Examine the padlock.
It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters will make short work of it. Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise.
Okay, tool is not in hand. Okay, let us... Alright, you can go away right now. Smokes, we'll put the chain cutters in hand.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11.
Okay, medium interfacing, 83% chance to cut through the padlock.
The shackle snaps like a twig, and the lock falls to the floor with a little thud. It should be possible to enter now.
After you, detective.
All right, let us enter. A flamboyant poster of a white star, very lithography.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Kraz Marzov. Honestly, he does kind of look like you after all.
That's true. All right. As far as being a badass superstar party cop, we have also gone into communism, so we're a hardcore commie in this game. Hey Kim, you have to admit this Krasmazov bears a striking resemblance to me.
Hold on a second. Is this why you broke in here? To find out whether you're Krasmazov?
I have to consider investigate all possibilities.
Except that Krasmazov is dead. He's been dead for 50 years now.
Just humor me one moment. Don't you see the resemblance? I mean, come on.
Well, you both do seem to share an affinity for sideburns, but it seems like old Kras here didn't drink nearly as much as you.
Let's see. How do you know? The bust is probably just a romanticized depiction anyway.
Very well. Let's look for identifying features then. Doesn't he have a birthmark right here? What about you?
I can't tell. I can't see my face.
All right, but here's the big thing. Krasmazov looks Samaran, and you don't.
Am I? No, he doesn't. I don't know. Well, I'm part Samaran myself.
Okay, you win. Be Krasmazov then. I don't care. Why are you so hell-bent on proving that you're Krasmazov anyway?
Well, it's true. We have gone full communist because I'm a communard.
All right, Kras. You fought in the revolution and everything, if you say so.
We did. All right, let's do it. Father Mazov, the hero of the working class. That's my salute.
Whoever lives here definitely shares your enthusiasm.
He leans closer to inspect the photos of revolutionaries on the wall.
There aren't many communists around, not after the revolution. Some youth still keep the ideology going, it seems.
Why does this tenant have blah, blah, blah?
The White Star,
we know why.
The photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. How fitting.
All right, let's leave. What do we have over here? Photos of revolutionaries posing with guns. Books of critical theory on the monstrosities of capital and such. All right, 9mm bullet. And Samarizinian lounge jacket +1 conceptualization. All right. What jacket do we have? We have 1 for composure, -1 shivers. Oh yeah, composure was for the poker face. Conceptualization. Oh, maybe we can wear that to try doing the graffiti wall thing. All right, let's head on out. But we're not going for art cop or anything. All right, 6 real and 15 cents. We'll take it.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10.
All right, let's give it an old knock.
The walking stops abruptly, but no one comes to the door. Sounded like a woman. A woman's shoes.
Let's knock again.
A poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
This is the police. Open up.
Do I have to open the door?
You hear the clacking of heels again as the other side walks right up to the door. Her tone is now getting a defensive edge.
Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
Later then, entering this door seems a physical challenge.
Oh, okay. I guess later we'll see if we can get in there. Let's see. The door number 9 is locked. What do we have here? Okay, postcard of Boogie Street, 46. We can sell that at the pawn shop. 25 cents right there. All right, apartment 8, their mailbox is overflowing. And yeah, we did get a point. All right, what do I want to try going for? Let's see. Suggestion. Electrochemistry is our main one. Okay, hand-eye coordination, we should probably move up one. For later. Let's just do that.
Give me a moment.
An elderly woman is leaning on her broom, her knuckles white as bone. She seems to have difficulty breathing.
The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
She sneezes into a dirty handkerchief. Are you all right? Should I call a doctor?
I'm fine. Fine. Don't you worry about me.
She starts coughing, red spots appearing on her cheeks.
Now, what do you want from me, policeman?
I'm looking for Martinaise.
Oh, you'll find plenty of Martins here. Don't you worry.
No, you don't understand. I'm looking for a real person named Martinaise. He told me he's Martinaise.
Pea-brain. Someone played a trick on you.
Me?
Martinaise is a name for anyone who comes from Martinaise, like Tim Jamrock or Raoul Ravachol.
Oops. You really didn't get the joke there.
Oh, failure from rhetoric.
I thought it was obvious. Anyway, officer, we don't have the witness's name.
How about a young male in his mid-20s, dark hair, skinny build, a smoker on the balcony? Know where he lives?
Yes, yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
As she looks at the other end of the hallway.
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
What's he in trouble for?
Well, he's wanted for murder, going away for life.
He's actually not wanted for murder. We just want to talk with him.
Okay. Thanks, Kim.
Talk?
The cleaning lady starts laughing, but it turns into a violent coughing spasm. She squeezes her broom, trying to catch her breath.
He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
Hey, I have a few questions about those apartments.
Ask away, policeman.
Is one of the residents on vacation? Their mailbox is overflowing.
People come and go. I don't keep an eye on everyone.
Who lives in apartment number 10?
No one lives there. It's been empty for months.
But I talked to someone through the door.
Impossible. I would know if someone had moved in there.
She pauses, eyeing the hallway.
Maybe it's those countercultural people again. Breaking into a house like it's a public space. You're a policeman. Be good and take a look, will you?
Okay, I've never gotten this. I wonder if this is... maybe this is one of the added things? Like, well, we don't have the jamais vu thing done yet. So maybe it's not connected to that. Or maybe it's just something I never got in the first playthrough. Sure, I'll go see what I can find.
Great. Young people. They're worse than rats. You know, always littering the hallways with trinkets and empty beer cans.
Hey, who lives behind the padlock door?
Oh, that one is a scientist. A future scholar.
Suddenly, the old lady's face is beaming.
I think he studies astrology at the community college. Education's good. I always tell them to study.
Oh, astrology?
Something to do with all those stars around his door. He asked me to leave his drawings up on the wall.
Are you sure you don't mean astronomy?
That's what I said. Astrology.
Oh, you're right, you're right.
The lieutenant shakes his head, as though to say, let it go.
What can you tell me about Cindy?
The artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them. Still...
She leans on her broom.
She leaves an old lady to her business. More than I can say for others.
All right, that's all, thanks.
She mumbles some kind of a response.
All right,
Then,
oh, sorry, I'm off. All right, let's take a look over here. A note reads, foreclosed by Martinaise Realty Associates. All right, what do we have up here? Oh, we got a book, 16 Days of Coldest April. All right, we'll read that later. I think we have that, and we have one of the Heimdall books. I know the last stream I did of this, we read one of the detective novels, and never got to find out who done it because we the book kind of tore apart and we lost the ending. The sea below looks cold and winter gray. Wait, did Kim, like, go through the wall? I see someone has torn down the wall. Yeah, Kim, you, like, phased through that wall over there. All right, we got some Nosafed, 20 cents. An old grocery list on the table and checks. Okay, all right, let's see if we can head upstairs then. Balcony up there, I guess. The graffito says a firing squad for the rich. Damn right. Okay, all right, we are upstairs. Anything over here? Does not appear to be so. There's Cindy the Skull. We'll have a little look around first. What do we have in this box over here? 225. Sounds good to me. We're up to 8446. The door is locked. We can't get in. This door is not locked, though. Let's take a look around. Someone's been sleeping here recently. Oh, we have a thought. We have a thought. 100 tiny feet scurrying beneath the grate, the rats of the city. Enough cold to last for several winters. Smells of chemicals. All right. We got some Pour L'Homme Laborer genes, +1 electrochemistry, -1 reaction speed. And 449 over here. All right. We are making some money. All right, let's talk to Cindy.
Ooh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves. But here you are.
That's right. We've evolved.
Yeah, I can see that. Cool mutations.
She crosses her arms.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil.
Is that heavy fuel oil?
Red-dyed heavy fuel oil, intended for exclusive use in government vehicles, to be precise.
He says studying the contents of Cindy's bucket.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock.
Hey, that's some clever cultural commentary.
You ain't seen nothing yet, Piggy Boo.
Hey, is that bed in the coal room yours?
Ooh. Not only have you found my address, you've discovered my biggest secret. I'm a coal miner.
You're a coal miner, my god.
She does have eyes that seem to be smeared with coal.
Oh. Really? You're a miner?
Yes. I keep hoping a shaft will collapse on me, but somehow it never happens.
Don't you have a real home?
Does anyone in a city like this?
She replies wistfully, looking around. Well, it's not the nicest place, but I guess it'll have to do.
It doesn't have to do anything at all. Nothing does. Like me. Right now, I'm doing nothing at all.
Cool, I have other questions.
Shoot, Piggy.
Well,
It's what you do, isn't it?
we do ask a lot of questions, you're right. Alright, catch you later, Cindy. Alright, so let's head back downstairs. We gotta get up on the balcony on the other side. So let's head this way. Oh, we got, whoa. Bring our thought back. What's our thought?
That isn't just a 5-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The iconography of communism, in other words.
Okay, let's inspect.
The star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mezov and the communards during the revolution. Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure.
Why is the star upside down?
To symbolize the toppling of the old order. Also, some social democrats were already using it.
Why white?
Because white is the color of peace.
Well, what does it evoke in me?
Gone. Gone is the glory of hope. Only the scribblings of impoverished students remain in dirty hallways.
Alright, well, we should come back to that door after we head up to the balcony. Do we head up to the balcony? Oh, there's the other balcony. Alright. Let's look at this can. 15 cents. We'll take it. The curtains shift just a little. Someone is watching within. The breaker box is full of cigarette butts and electric wires. All right, 75 cents. Just a door, nothing for you here right now. Oh, locked door. Someone's growing rosemary, thyme, and a cactus. All right.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security. Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives.
Let's see if anyone's home. Knock on the door.
All right, let's knock.
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening.
He looks around, taking in the cold spring air.
We should return tonight after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good?
What are you talking about?
The smoker on the balcony. This is why we are here, right? He might know something about the murder. So, tonight at 9 p.m.?
All right, sounds good. Tonight at 9 p.m.
Tonight at 9 p.m., right here. Apartment number 28. Good, let's go.
All right. This is the door to apartment 29. Complete silence. Whoever lives here isn't home. Apartment 30. Voices from within singing along to some buoyant dance track. All right, and we have this mysterious door that we can't open right now. All right, let us head downstairs. Oh, okay, and we gotta... Oh, we're almost, we almost have Jamais Vu unlocked. Okay, we do have, Suicide of Krasmazov. Maybe we'll check that out later, since we are doing the communist thing. All right, let's head back downstairs, see if we can do anything with that door. Was it that one? Let me just hit a regular save here.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10.
All right, this apartment is supposed to be empty. Did you break in here?
Excuse me? Of course not.
Scare them. Suspected of some big crime. There's no sweet talking your way in there.
Wait.
Be official.
I don't need a warrant if I suspect there's been a break-in.
Oh, come on.
There's a pause before you hear the door being unlocked.
That was smart.
Hey, we did something smart for once, even though I was tempted to accuse them of morphine things. All right, let's check that out. Unlock door. See what's going on in here. Okay, yeah, this is I definitely did not see this before. All right, we got black monk straps, +1 to indirect modes of taxation. Weird. Okay, that's something different. Looks like a fine mattress. We got a thought. Don't be ridiculous, so you can hear it swarming with bugs. Ugh. A blister pack of medicine peeks out of the box. You should take it. All right, Hypno Gamma, +3 morale. Well, yeah, we'll take it. All right, let's talk to this person here.
Satisfied? My name is Marielle Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinaise Realty Associates.
Huh.
I am not breaking in, as I have every right to be here. The keys, see?
She jingles a set of keys in her hand.
Boy, there are a lot of different keys there. More than 20 at least.
Oh, wow, that's a lot of keys.
Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but why not? Want to see my residence permit too?
She fumbles through her purse, fishing out a light paper-clad passport. Let's inspect the passport.
It feels flimsy in hand, with the words Revachol Zone of Control written under a nondescript municipal logo. There's a picture of her with shorter hair inside, along with all her personal details. Be friendly.
Oh, okay. Suggestion says we should be friendly. Hey, nice haircut.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? I need to be back in Midtown in an hour.
What are you doing here?
I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely trashed the place.
Sounds like they knew how to have a good time.
It was some kind of a moribund old man who used to be a business owner. You'd think they'd make rent.
She stops, hesitating. Oh, I wonder if that's the taxidermist lived here then.
A sudden serious look crosses her face. This story didn't have a happy ending.
But that was months ago. Anyway, was there anything you wanted, or is that it? I'm in a hurry.
Who lived in the foreclosed apartment down the hallway?
Oh, that's another huge mess. The former tenant owes us 3 months of rent. 3.
3?
We closed the apartment and planned on auctioning off the valuables, but... And again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this can even happen. But Ron, when he came to close the door, didn't close the neighboring door. And there's a hole in the wall.
So preppy. She's probably on some low-grade performance enhancers, like Preptide or Pericanine.
Really, electrochemistry?
A hole in the wall. Can you believe it? And then the tenant ran off with his stuff. He's gone. The money's gone. Just like that.
Oh, okay. Well, something we've been doing this playthrough is getting all the money we can, which is why right now we have 89 real and 85 cents. And much earlier, we got our big boost when we were able to convince Joyce to give us 100 real. But yeah, well, I think we'll go with this. My money has also disappeared, I think.
Well, it does not disappear from my hands. No, I don't let it.
It couldn't have been that much money. These apartments look pretty shabby.
These apartments are perfectly fine.
Well, okay.
They have gorgeous architecture, a million real view of the bay, good ventilation, neighbors, life, spark, and they are affordable. I'll tell you, Martinaise has a future. In a few years, it's going to blossom with artists and creatives and those radio computer wizards.
So wait, what happened with the wall?
Don't ask me what happened with the wall. I have no idea how we're going to find the time or resources to fix it. Both apartments are now unrentable. Both.
She's still shaking her head, manicured hands now crossed over the chest. All right, that's all, thank you.
Of course.
She replies with a smile, but her eyes remain glazed over. She's been waiting for you to leave. All right, we got a thought. Here we go.
Jamais vu. Derealization. Jamais vu. The opposite of déjà vu. Not already seen, but never seen. Everything that should be familiar appears strange and new, like some half-forgotten day in your childhood. Only now. That's the feeling you've been having. And for who knows how long. You should go and ask Joyce Messier about this. What world are we in? This is a fundamental question.
Okay, let's check our bonuses. +1 XP for every orb clicked. All intellect learning caps raised by 1. All right, we have Jamais Vu, and I believe, I guess that's, we need that to access the additional stuff or quests or whatever that I guess have been added. All right, and we don't have any points to unlock any other thoughts. All right, so let's head out. Oh, we have another
Master Investigator.
Oh,
you just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places, can you?
No, we can't. Hey, I'm not some sort of peeper. But hey, it is my duty as a cop to investigate every square inch of this world.
Attaboy, the world's secrets were made for you. They wait patiently for you to uncover them.
All right, thought gain, the Jamrock Shuffle. Let's see what... yeah, maybe later on we can take a look at that one. So let's see, can I get anything else? I guess not. Nothing with the door. Yeah, the door's just regular locked. Alright, guess not. Alright, let's head back outside. Perhaps we should talk to Joyce. Alright, we got some more magnesium here. I'll do a save game here.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Hey, do you know something about these tattoos?
That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
So, you do know something about the tattoos.
Better not tie the fourth day to the bat stay on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
By the way, I talked to Everard Clare.
You have? And how did you like Mr. Clare?
Finally, time to choose sides.
Let's see. I guess since we are doing a communist thing, we gotta be a big Everard Clare fan. Since he is also a socialist. We'll go with this. He's a beautiful man, beautiful and just.
Just? In what way?
In a funky socialist way, he looks out for the people.
Of course. Some of them, at least. The ones who work for him. How else would he have stayed in power all these years? No, wait. Actually, corruption. That's how he's done it. Fantastic, Verm-like corruption. Reaching into the bowels of the earth.
She looks at the ground and nods. Hey, now, listen here, lady. He did give us a giant novelty check for $25, which we cashed in at the Freet. And then last time we spoke, he just held out a five real bill, and we just took it. And what's wrong with Everard? He's helping out, you know, us. We're down on our luck.
The position of my unusual colleague does not reflect official policy. I hope you understand. The RCM does not pick sides.
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt Verm myself. However, if you felt like discussing something, how could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be gossiping.
Gossiping, you say?
Tell her she'll like you for it.
Oh, right. No, yeah, we don't care about that. We just took the money and we bought a bunch of things. Mr. Everard is helping me find my gun.
Oh. That's so helpful of him.
The lieutenant looks at you, and you can swear his jaw muscle is trembling. He's able to contain the anger and surprise.
I bet.
Unconventional police officers sometimes lose their guns. They then go around and tell people about this, to gauge their reactions. It's all part of detecting.
Oh, Kim is so good at this. Covering for us.
Incredible. Simply incredible. And how is it going? Has this detecting produced a gun?
I guess we'll play stupid. and just repeat what we said before. Mr. Everard is helping me find my gun.
Yes. As you said.
She looks confused for a moment.
Please, don't get him in a loop. If he gets in a loop, it will last forever. Ask him to say something else, please.
No, let's be stuck in a loop, Kim.
Totally slanderous. Maybe you've gotten into one tiny loop once.
Exactly. Just one, once.
Of course. Thank you for the advice. I'm glad you were here to assist. Your other dealings with Everard are still of considerable interest to me.
The lieutenant will be more lenient toward sharing those, hopefully.
Hey, I helped him turn up the heat on the borscht.
Did you now? What sort of borscht is he making?
The cook makes it to keep the strikers drunk. Helps them strike.
The strike brew. That's a classic. And by turn up the heat, I presume you mean put more alcohol in it?
Oh, yes.
Why, if I may ask? Why make them more drunk? Aren't they corked enough already?
Yes, Detective. What were you hoping to accomplish with this strange thing?
I worship Al Ghul in many ways. All right, we gotta go full on here. An act born of sympathy for the working man, I set fire to the fumes of struggle.
Very curious. A very curious thing to do.
Truly. But that's how he operates. He just does things, man, and then talks about them, even if it's inappropriate.
Yes, we do.
What else?
Oh, he asked me to open a door.
A referral, you mean? I take it this was for someone in the RCM. Don't answer that.
No, I mean like a real door to someone's house.
Oh my. A real door?
The lieutenant does not say anything, but you hear the nylon of his jacket rustle as he looks at you.
All right, we gotta do it. I helped scare someone for Mr. Clare.
My. What I'm hearing is you inspected a premises because you suspected that it was involved in the narcotics trade. And in the process, you turned up some information relevant to your investigation. Only from Everard, surprisingly.
Frankly, what was done was not pretty at all, but neither was it illegal, and it was not for nothing.
He turns to you.
I advise you to be very selective with what information you choose to share. This may have consequences beyond our line of sight.
All right. All right. Let's see. Everard asked the Union's militant wing to fully cooperate. Everard says the Wild Pines sent mercenaries after the Union, and now one's dead. All right. Everard says the Wild Pines sent mercenaries after the Union, and now one's dead.
The company did not send mercenaries after the Union. I told you in great detail about the mistakes my side made. And of course, I accept them completely. I just hope you don't share Everard's view on things. After all, as he said, one's dead now. The Pines certainly hasn't killed any of theirs.
Let's see. Everard asked the Union's militant wing to fully cooperate with the investigation.
How benevolent. Hopefully they'll help you sort this whole business out, if they haven't already.
We cannot discuss the specifics of an ongoing investigation, ma'am. Besides, you haven't exactly been forthcoming yourself.
That's true.
That is only fair.
Okay, I get maybe we should stick with Kim here. I've said all I can.
Well, I hope it yields something. Otherwise, you'll have opened that door for naught. Anything else?
All right, well, that's all I gotta say for right now.
Naturally, Detective. There are lighter topics to gossip about.
All right, he asked me to deliver an envelope.
Sounds like he has you running errands, Detective. A well-established dominance ritual. Where did he have you deliver it?
To a nameless settlement on the coast nearby.
Ah, yes. I've been meaning to go there.
She looks over the bay.
With longing. Clear and simple longing. Strange. Why does she want to go there?
You're quite fond of this village, aren't you?
I should be. In my youth, I had a brief dalliance here in Martinaise. He was an older man with impossibly broad shoulders. He's probably dead by now. Even his shack is long gone. Not that it matters. These buildings are all carbon copies of one another.
You've been to Martinaise before?
Yes. I was slumming it with some girlfriends of mine. We had boats and... Don't hold it against me. My paramour certainly did not.
Sounds like you missed those times.
Not overly so. It's not like this was the only place we visited. Me and my girlfriends from Azon with our shiny boats. Like reavers. We told ourselves we were the worst thing to happen to the coast since the Coalition landed in '08. Imagine.
She tosses her head.
She's sentimental, all right. You don't know enough about her to find out why exactly. She will keep her secrets for now.
Oh, he wants to build a youth center here for the children of Martinaise.
A youth center with Edgar Clare's statue on top of it.
Her eyes run across the water remorsefully.
Go ahead. Help him. Make it so. I have no power to stop him.
So, you're sad you can't buy the place?
Yes. I'm sad I'll never have the time, Detective. I've always wanted a dilapidating fishing village, full of ghosts and ancient memories. Has this errand yielded you any information?
Oh, well, no. We haven't done it quite yet. I'd rather talk about something else for now.
Of course, Detective. Should something come up later down the road, don't be afraid to drop by for a chat.
Oh, no problem. We will.
Until then, is there anything I can help you with?
All right, thank you. That's all for now. Okay. Let's hit save right here. And I think that will be it for tonight from me. I think we've got a little bit accomplished this time. But we got a lot more to do. We got all kinds of quests to do here. So yeah, thanks anybody and everybody who may have dropped in to watch this, or who might watch this, you know, on the VOD after the fact. Yeah, I will be back on Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern, with more Disco Elysium. So a few days off before then. And then Friday, Saturday, I have RE8 lined up until we finish that. And then the new game then will be Song of Horror. And then Sunday, back to Disco Elysium until we finish. So yeah, everybody, have a good night, and until next time, we'll see you later.